Well, after waiting and waiting and waiting some more, it looks like Honda is finally going to release its new 755cc Transalp. And I'm guessing, hoping, that is going to happen between November 8th and 13th at this year's EICMA motorcycle show. Why is that? Because it's already built, looks ready for the showroom, some details about the engine have been officially released, and most importantly, it has already gone through a photo and video shoot. You don't create promotional materials using a test mule. Make no mistake, this bike is ready for release, and what better time than the biggest motorcycle show of the year. Stick around for the rest of the details because I have them coming up. And as always, if you enjoy this channel, consider subscribing, liking the video, and sending it to someone who might find it interesting. So, rumors of a new Honda mid-sized adventure bike have been swirling for a few years now. I know, I've been covering the story on this channel, but Honda has been impressively quiet on the subject. Until these spy photos were published by Akimoto CH on Instagram. This bike was photographed during the filming of a promotional video, so it is obviously ready for release. No manufacturer would make a promo film for a test mule held together with zip ties and duct tape. And judging by the photos, this bike is production ready. It actually looks like an Africa Twin rear-ended a CB500X, and it's not far from some of the artist renderings that have been floating around the internet for at least a year now. The Transalp name is clearly visible on the fairing, and the 750 badge starts to come into focus on the back under some heavy magnification, which is not a surprise as Honda has filed patents for the Transalp 750 name in Japan and just the Transalp in several other markets. So what about the engine? Unlike the original Transalp, this will not be a V-twin but the same 755cc parallel twin that will power the new Hornet 750, which Honda has already confirmed and which will be officially unveiled very soon. I say that's a good thing, as the compact nature of a P-twin makes it more suitable for off-roading than a V-twin would be. All we know about this mill is the displacement, the fact that it will have a 270-degree crank which will sound better than Honda's 471cc 180-degree CB500X motor, and that it will have 92 horsepower and 55 pound-feet of torque in the Hornet, which will be a sporty naked bike. It is unknown if the Transalp is going to put out the same numbers. Companies often retune motors for lower down torque in adventure bikes, but not always. Yamaha's MT-07 naked bike and Tenere 700 adventure bike have very similar numbers, but Aprilia's Tuono 660 naked churns out 100 horsepower, while the Touareg 660 ADV bike only hits a peak 80, with a presumably meatier mid-range out of that same engine in different states of tune. My guess is that Honda will aim for just over 80 with the Transalp, but that's based on zero data, just a hunch that they'll want to one-up the Touareg and Tenere. As for the rest of the bike, since the info isn't officially out, we have only what is in the photo. Clearly a 21-inch front wheel with what looks like an 18-inch rear, the best combo for off-roading. We have dual discs up front, par for the course in the class, a rear rack similar to the one on the Africa Twin, not sure if that will come standard or as an accessory, a giant bash plate similar to the Africa Twin Adventure Sports, check out my test of that bike, link in the top right corner, and the front straight off the CB500X. Oh, and there's also a leaked photo of the dash which is simple but in color, unlike my Tenere 700. Will this bike be as good off-road as the Tenere? Hard to tell from one grainy photo. We don't know any of the weight, suspension, ground clearance, range, or electronics specs. I suspect Honda is targeting the Tenere and will try to one-up the Yamaha in every way. I won't lie, this bike looks a bit softer than a Tenere, but that may be because of that CB500X front end. I know the X isn't as good off-road as the T7, so the look causes me to make the same assumptions about the Transalp. I could be way off here though. So why is all this significant? Many reasons. First, Honda is coming to the table with a slightly larger engine, presumably to upstage the 689cc Tenere and 660cc Aprilia, as well as the upcoming Suzuki V-Strom replacement, which will probably be a 700. Second, Yamaha has had it too easy cornering this niche in the market. Yes, there's the Aprilia, but that's a smaller company with fewer dealers and a more expensive bike. The arrival of the Honda will spice things up and hopefully keep the prices from ballooning too high. Currently, T7s are hard to find on the market. Now folks will have another option, as these two rival companies do battle in the showrooms and on the roads and trails. The two biggest questions are, how much will it cost and when exactly will it be out? Will Honda drop the Hornet and Transalp at EICMA together, or save the Transalp for a reveal a couple of months later so as not to steal the Hornet's thunder? Don't forget, they also have a 471cc scrambler and possibly a dual sport in the works, though those bikes may be further off. Check out my video on them in the top right corner. As for the cost, I hope it's around the T7's price, though Honda may put some electronics and rider modes on the new Transalp and charge more. Judging by the amount of anticipation in my comments sections for this bike, there may be a stampede when it breaks cover. I'm excited and will be watching closely. Hopefully it's a capable off-roader to challenge Yamaha rather than a road motorcycle wearing an adventure bike costume like the old Transalp. I hope to see some more serious suspension and ground clearance here with a well-balanced geometry. What do you think this bike will bring to the table? Did I miss any clues? Are you as excited for this reveal as I am? Please share your thoughts in the comments below and adventure on, my friends.
If you're interested in any of the gear that Brooke and I wear or use, or the camera equipment we use to film this channel, the links are below. Everything listed there was bought with our own money and we are not sponsored by any company. However, the links below are affiliate links and the channel is paid a small amount for referring you to shop at no additional cost to you. We do not recommend any products that we are not satisfied with ourselves, but we do strongly urge you to do your research and select the correct size for items like helmets and clothing. As always, thanks for watching, your support is greatly appreciated. Please hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below. And whatever you ride, enjoy it. Wave at other bikers no matter what they're riding. We're all part of a brotherhood and sisterhood. Keep the rubber side down, shiny side up, and may the spokes be with you.